What's up, everybody? This is Kid and me, so as soon as the obsessed most gamer of the O.C.G, and hopefully I'm live with Far Cry 3. Ah, fuck, I need to.
Hello?
Hello? I've got to address you.
I'll keep that for right now. Okay, that's so good.
What happened?
Voss captured me. And I made it over with Lisa, but he still has the others.
Shit.
I'm not strong enough to get them out.
You need the power to defeat Voss. I cannot provide such strength, but there is someone who can. Citra, you are ready. You must go to her.
Who is she?
Citra is the leader of our people. She can guide you to the center. She will reveal your true power. A temple is in the jungle. I will meet you at the gates.
All right.
And just for shits and giggles,
What have I gotten myself
let's see how
into?
far I can go. Hey, you know what? Fuck it, let's do this. I'll take over one more camp. Yeah, hold on.
Get it, Joe. Shut up, bitch. I'm the man here. Holy fucking shit! I'm coming for you!
Fuck. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Yeah. Yeah, now I'm gonna do the main quest, because I'm pretty sure after this quest I can upgrade the amount of skills I can do, and I want to keep upgrading my character. Okay, there's a dirt path most of the way there. Well, main path too. Okay, just keep following this road and I should be Gucci. Gucci. Fuck it.
I better take a look. Check the area. Come out, wherever you are. Nothing here. Must be some rebels screwing with us.
Are you?
You got this, man. You got this.
Must be some rebel screwing with us. Yeah, that blew up your fucking gas tank? You know, man,
You better show yourself.
oh, I was gonna blow it up and they did. Ah, of course. Oh my god! Ugh.
This is all me.
Yeah, this place is fucked. Ah.
All me. There's still more to do. Taking care of jobs on the border will help us greatly. Come on, do this.
It was beautiful. It will be again.
Yes. Oh, this is better. Well, there's only 2 shotguns in the entire fucking game, because that'd be lame if that's the case. I hope not. I think more weapons unlock. Once you get to the second island, I think. I hope so, man. 'Cause, yeah, that like most of the weaponry in this game is good, but that's really not. Let me see. Yeah, there's a Spaz 12. Okay, thank God. Fast traveling to it should have put it in its default state, got rid of all the clutters and the bodies and shit like that. Or not. Okay. Oh man.
Who's the man?
Clean this place of pirates. Such a promise.
Okay, I guess it doesn't work if the vehicle is completely destroyed. Oh, actually, hold on. When you quit the game and come back, it completely resets the area. Or that's my experience. Here we go.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Just on.
I've tried to reach you many times. What happened?
Boss captured me. And I made a deal with Lisa, but he still has the others. I'm not strong enough to get them out.
The power to defeat us. I cannot provide you strength. But there is someone who can. Citra. You are ready. You must go to her.
Who is she?
Citra. The leader of our people. She can guide you to the center. Reveal your true power. The temple is in the jungle. I will meet you at the gate.
All right. What have I gotten myself into?
We lost him. Start looking. I'm coming to you. More.
But blam! Fuck you! Well, I prefer to do it completely quietly. Oh well.
You better show yourself! I'll get you this time. Not yet. Must be
Shit. Oh, come on. Hey, how's it going? Shit, man. Oh, well, do better next time. Oh, hey, that's cool. At least I ended up buying my car. Doing okay. Just hoping today's gonna be a slow day. I've been through so much shit lately. I need a break day, you know? I'm glad. I really liked it. Yet another game where people are like, oh, it sucks. It's Ubisoft. Oh, it's slop. And I disagree a lot, actually. It's not perfect. Definitely had some problems that need correcting. And, you know, but I think it was actually a really good Star Wars game from people that actually like Star Wars. Actually, they were right about that. She actually was uglier in the pre-release trailers. And they took, they actually, adjusted her model before launch to be more attractive. Or less ugly, because she actually did look kind of fugly in the first trailer. So that actually wasn't people getting upset over nothing. Like, she actually looked kind of, like, weird, and then they fixed it at launch, like, before, when the game actually came out, so I can show you a picture. Like, she didn't look good at first, and they actually took feedback into account and made her look more like the original actor.
We're coming in from the west.
But yeah, it's not really an issue. I mean, well, like I said, it wasn't even in the actual game when it launched. Well, I disagree. Kind of reminds me of what happened with Horizon Forbidden West. Now that image is kind of burned into people's mind whenever they think of Horizon, because they did originally make Aloy look fucking weird. When they showed the first trailer, she was noticeably heavier and had visible facial hair, and it was weird. And then, you know, now whenever people make fun of ugly protagonists, they use a picture of her like that, but in the actual game, she doesn't look like that. They patched it before launch. And I don't, to this day, I don't know why they did that, because they literally based Aloy off of a real person. So when they made her heavier, they were actually making her not look like the person they based it off of. So... it's the same problem that they kind of got Fable, the new Fable reboot. They actually made her, in the first trailer for Fable, they made her look significantly uglier than the actress that played her. And now the chick that you see in the trailers now is the same model, but she's less ugly. She looks more like the actress. Like, and I don't know why they did that, because literally they intentionally made her uglier. Like, I understand not wanting to make a chick look super sexy and busty, but I mean, like, you made them look worse than the person you cast? I don't, you know? And they quietly, in the subsequent trailers, you can tell she looks way better. Oh, shit. I will tell you this. I am kind of excited for the new Fable, but I will say this, Rhea. This is something that actually really upset me. They will not have good and evil transforming your physical appearance in the new Fable. They just said that. And... man, I really don't like that. That actually takes some of the thunder out of the game for me. I mean, that's a core fucking pillar of Fable. Yeah, but it's a central thing in Fable, though. That's what I mean. Like, it's synonymous with the fucking series. It's one of the main things that makes Fable Fable. So, like, it's not a minor thing for me. And if they wanted to talk about how they wanted more subtlety and nuance, they did that in Fable 2. You had good and evil, and then you had purity and corruption. Why couldn't they do something like that? But it's I understand that. I get that. I totally understand that. but it showed you your character's alignment. It was a powerful showcase of how you grew as a character. And actually, it didn't just have a cosmetic thing. It changed the way people responded to you, Rhea. In Fable 2, characters would be afraid of you if you had a high evil meter, and characters would be more likely to love you if you had a high good meter, making it really easy to get people to dig you. So, I mean, in terms of, like, the actual mechanics, no. But, I mean, it still looks pretty good, but I really don't like that change. Yeah, and I think that's dumb. That's what I mean. It's a huge part of Fable. For me, anyway. Fable was one of the first games to have your alignment change your appearance. Both fucking Knights of the Republic and Fable were both, like, trailblazers in that regard. So, I really don't like it. And they said that they carefully looked at critiques of the original trilogy. I mean, dude, we once again, Rhea, like, you're playing, like, real-world logic to what is supposed to be, like, basically, like, a hyped-up fairy tale. Like, none of it makes sense. Well, Rhea, if you sprout horns from your head, I might have to actually think you might be evil. See, that pisses me off too. But the dog was like one of the best fucking parts of Fable 2, man. But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, though, is it's not supposed to be realistic. You're playing in a fucking game series where you have over-the-top magic, you can turn into a giant berserker dude, you can make clones of yourself, you can summon heaven from the fire from the skies, you have goblins, trolls, gremlins, ancient prophecies. When you use magic, you have fucking blue ley lines. Like, it's not realistic. I don't come to Fable for it being realistic. Fable is, you know, I know it's like a cliche. Fable is supposed to be a fable. It's supposed to be like a fairy tale you're in control of. And in fairy tales, the bad guys often look bad. So, like, yeah, I mean, if we're being totally realistic, no, morality doesn't have an appearance. But it's a central pillar of the fucking series. And one of the main complaints that people had in Fable 3 is that they fucking de-emphasized that. People really didn't like it. So they're saying that they were paying attention to the critiques people had with the original 3 games. They must not have been paying attention to that, because that was like the number one complaint with Fable 3, is that they made the fucking good and evil system an afterthought. I mean, it still looks good, but it just, as a huge fucking fan of the series, kind of irks me. It's a big part of it for me. Well, if we're talking about consistency with the lore, dog, what about the lore in the entire rest of the fucking series? But yeah, it's a reboot, so at this point I don't know. At this point I don't know what of the lore is or isn't up for grabs. I guess we'll have to see. Fuck. I don't like it changing that, you know, I just... Oh well. I still think it looks promising. I'm still looking forward to it. It is a big deal. It is a big deal. I'm sorry that you don't think it's important, Rhea. It's important to me and a lot of other Fable fans. That's what I'm saying. It's a big deal. And, you know, I would think you would be on board with this, especially because you were saying about, you know, like when you adapt a series, you need to stay consistent with the series and stop changing shit, stop changing the aesthetics. And I've seen you, get upset for them changing the aesthetic of a game in a sequel. It's just like, oh, they should be faithful to the originals, but you don't care that they're changing something that's a really big part of the entire series? Okay, so we're talking about a cosmetic. Ha! I fucking got you, Rhea. I fucking got you. If you don't care about something that's just cosmetic, then why does them turning the blood in Ninja Gaiden 2 Sigma into smoke bother you? It's just them changing a cosmetic thing that doesn't actually affect the gameplay, doesn't change the mechanics, but they're taking a core pillar of the gore and they changed it. It does matter. It fucking does matter. And while in Ninja Gaiden 2, there's no surrendering. It's only a cosmetic. The censoring in Ninja Gaiden 2 is strictly cosmetic. And yet you fucking hated it and you wouldn't play it because you said that it changed the game, that it was part of the game. But it's purely cosmetic. It doesn't change the combos, doesn't change the timing of that, but it's part of the atmosphere, the aesthetic, the identity of the game. So even though it's cosmetic, it's important. You kind of already agree with me.
There's still more to do.
It's a part of the series. Whether you think it makes sense or not, it's a part of the series. Nowhere in fucking Ninja Gaiden does the blood play a major part of the gameplay. If you removed all of the blood from Ninja Gaiden 2, it would play exactly the same. If they were to take Raiden from Metal Gear Solid 2 and they were to make him look like Solid Snake, you would boycott the fucking remake. Well, that's cosmetic. It doesn't matter that they changed. It doesn't matter that they didn't change the gameplay. They changed the central look of fucking the main character. Like if they kept everything the same about Metal Gear Solid 2, but they made Raiden look completely different, you would say this is bullshit. Even if though it doesn't affect the game, doesn't change the stealth gameplay. The cosmetic shit can matter. Okay, you are customizing your character by choosing to be good or evil, Rhea. You're actively engaging in those systems. It's a choice that you're making. It would be like if they toned down the fatalities in Mortal Kombat. If they toned down the fatalities, would it change the central gameplay? No, it wouldn't. But it would take away a fundamental part of the visual identity that is Mortal Kombat, and I would not stand for it.
You got the bullet. Nothing to be afraid of.
Or like in Knights of the Republic. Imagine, okay, they're currently remaking Knights of the Republic. We haven't seen it, heard anything about it in years, but they just reiterated that it's not canceled. And Bracer just said, no, we're still making it. Just confirmed, the director. Okay, so if they were to remake Knights of the Old Republic, and they were to get rid of the morality system, you'd still be a Jedi, you would still be a Sith, but you wouldn't look it. You wouldn't get the Sith eyes, you wouldn't do that. You would defend that. Even though it's cosmetic, even though it has nothing to do with the gameplay. No, you'd say that's bullshit. Your appearance changing on your morality is a fundamental part of that fucking game. It's part of Knights of the Republic. You know what? That's like saying you're still having sex, Rhea, but without the titties, okay? It may just seem like a visual thing, but it takes a lot of the oomph out of it, okay? Let me keep my titties, let me keep my horns, let me keep my fucking wings. And honestly, they could have just done it like fucking Fable 3, or like Fable 3, or the Fable 3 tried to do it, which is you could hide your good and evil and then unleash it to freak people out. That actually could have been the perfect system, so you could choose whether you look good or evil or not, cosmetically. But no. Or like, let's say in the next Elder Scrolls game, they take the fucking Khajiit and they give them fins. Wouldn't you say, even though it's cosmetic, it doesn't actually mess with the gameplay? Wouldn't you say that's bullshit? Khajiit don't have fins. Give me classic Khajiit. That's what I'm saying. Well, maybe for you, but I'm saying for me, it pisses me off quite a bit, actually. And I know a lot of people who agree with me about that. The fact... We're in actual Fable lore? It has to do... What the fuck do you mean? All of the fucking characters in Fable that are good or evil show it. And you have the blood of the ancients. That's why. They actually say in the lore that hero's appearance changes. If you're a hero, if you have the blood of the hero, your appearance changes. It's in the lore, dog.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Just to make sure that I'm correct, if I'm misspeaking, I want to know. Let me quickly Google that. I'm certain that they addressed that shit in the lore in the original Fable games. That it's part of the having the blood of the ancients. That's what makes them heroes. It gives them all those abilities. But just to be sure. It's symbolic. Oh, okay. You know, it doesn't even need to be stated in the lore, Rhea. I'm gonna have to do some digging, but it's not even that it has to be stated in the lore. It's a part of the fucking games. And they said they were trying to be as faithful as possible. Not really saying it.
To continue in the path of the warrior, you should take a look at the job.
Yeah, well, I think it's shit. I think the actual game looks good. And I could even excuse a lot of bullshit. You know, it's a big part of Fable for me. I really hate it, honestly. It's one of the things that gave Fable its identity.
My family's okay.
Like, it's one of the main things when you talk to people about Fable. They're like, oh man, you go orange, you go evil. And people will love that shit.
The man, me.
Shit.
Do this.
Taking items.
Yeah, and having your choices be visually reflected on your character was fucking cool. Being able to look at your character and see this, and this was cool. Having your character in Fable get scars was super cool.
Hello, brother.
And fuck it, I'll continue the main story. It was a part of having everything you do be reflected visually on your character. It wasn't just a good and evil. It was getting bigger and bulkier if you specialized in strength. It was getting taller if you did will or skill. And it was getting felines when you used magic a lot. You know, well, I don't know what to tell you, Rhea. A lot of people really like the horns and the morality system in Fable. It's one of the central pillars of the series. You were not the core demographic then. I guarantee you, if you were to take a consensus, and I'm sure we're going to get one, the vast majority of people who like Fable are probably not going to be happy about that change. And there's been, like I said, there's plenty of examples I could give you, Rhea, where they change something visual in a game and you would hate it. You hate censorship. If I took a fucking character in a game that had a skimpy outfit and I covered it up, that would just be a cosmetic thing. You would say that's bullshit because it's censorship. So it's clear that for certain games in a certain situation, yeah. No, I mean, sure, they're free to do whatever they want. But, you know, they really need to win over Fable fans.
Jesse, stand still, in plain view. No sudden moves, okay?
Dennis! Who stands beside you?
I'm saying it's a cosmetic thing, okay? They changed a cosmetic thing about a character, and it pissed you off. Is the point I was making. That stands. Because censoring the skimpy outfit is just a cosmetic thing that doesn't actually affect the gameplay, but it still pissed you off. So we can have something in a game, change it, that's cosmetic, and still upset people, is my point. I'm not misquoting you. At the end of the day, them censoring an outfit doesn't affect the gameplay at all. But, like, okay, in Bayonetta, are you telling me in Bayonetta, if they made it so that her clothes didn't skimpier when she took damage, that wouldn't piss you off if they remade Bayonetta? It's just a cosmetic thing, but it's a big part of the game that you think of. Man, how her clothes get more damaged, and she gets damaged because it's her fucking hair. So even though changing that wouldn't change any of the gameplay, it's a part of the identity of Bayonetta. Oh god, it's not even about being a gooner. It's about staying true to the spirit of the original. For me, that's what it's about. It's about adapting something. When you adapt something, you should stay faithful. And I know that Fable is a reboot. They should still stay true to the central pillars of the series. That's one of them. Whether you like it or not, it's a central pillar of the series.
A young warrior, here to be presented to Citra.
Proceed!
Follow me. Over here. Stay close.
And being a reboot should not give you carte blanche to just say, well, we're not beholden to any of the things in the original. In that case, call something else. Okay? If you're like, there's still certain things that if you had this name, I'm going to expect you to keep.
Hello, brother.
You brought an outsider in here?
I found the one who will not fail.
Baruti! Let me see your arm.
This is Jason, the one I've been telling you about.
Hi.
Did they teach you to speak without permission in America?
No, I learned that in France.
Senapang Kabawa. You were brave to joke in the face of death. Fine man. Give it back to you. But I cut it off. Thought you liked jokes.
Yeah, Citra is just as crazy as Boss.
Very few outsiders have seen this temple. The inner courtyard fewer still.
I think this game might actually have one of the most graphic sex scenes I've ever seen. And the bad ending.
Why are you here?
I need the strength.
I actually remember when I first saw the ending, because it made the rounds on YouTube. I was like, holy shit, I can't believe they're actually showing this.
To defeat Boss and save my friends.
Is that all? You will not command my army for you. You are a lamb. Not one of us.
Well, then I will become a warrior.
Very funny. Please leave.
He took my brother.
Busted.
And I will do anything to get him back.
Barikan sahaba.
Time to trip balls.
Bring me what has been lost. And we'll talk.
Wow.
Yes, Citra saw the fire in you.
And what does she mean? Bring her what has been lost.
Drink, and you will find an answer.
Is this stuff dangerous?
You are speaking out of fear. Do you desire the power to save your friends?
Yes.
Then drink. We spend our whole lives holding back. Imagine how quickly you can succeed if you just take what you want.
Oliver? Keith?
Those are the... It really just depends on how it's done. Honestly. It can be a little bit overused. But if it's done right, it's cool.
Where am I? Wait! What the hell?
Some games have done it really well. Like, Assassin's Creed 3, and it actually came out the same year, having, like, Connor's, Vision Quest be, like, a trippy hallucinogenic first civilization thing was really cool. Batman Arkham City did it really well, when Batman is tripping balls from, sipping from the chalice. That was really cool, and they had some really unique gameplay from that. That's one of the more memorable parts of Arkham City to me. I'm fine with slow-mo. If it's done right once again. But yeah, after The Matrix, everybody and their mother wanted to do slow-mo. I guess that's what happens when you have something be, cultural. It's like, after the success of Fortnite, everybody and their fucking mother wanted to do a battle royale.
I'll take your money if you like. I've made red.
You are so close to the end. Come on! Adam! You want to work for me, kid? You have to follow my rules.
And I think in this game, the drug trip stuff is done pretty well. In particular, the whole we make bun dim sum with the fucking burning the weed farm and him tripping balls. That was fucking awesome. That's one of the most memorable Far Cry reasons for a reason. One of the most memorable Far Cry missions for a reason. And Far Cry didn't really go overboard with it. They didn't do any of the drug shit in Far Cry 4.
I saw my friend and my little brother Riley. And then I followed a man in a white suit. I saw a shanty town, a bar. It was dark and dingy and
See, this is one of those things that something I think is really interesting about Far Cry 3. Something I think that is really interesting about Far Cry 3 is they hint that there might be some supernatural shit here. But they never outright confirm the supernatural shit. Like here, yeah, he was on a drug trip and all that, but in that drug trip, he sees some shit that turns out to be true that he could not possibly know. And stuff that's proven later on in the game actually to be completely correct. He was actually overhearing conversations. Or they actually, Voss implies that because he has the Tatao, he's harder to kill. Okay, when you mention Red Dead, I gotta stop you there, because the fucking drunk mission in Red Dead Redemption 2 is funny as fuck, and honestly, one of my favorite parts in the game. Okay. Come back, Elena. I can't agree with you on that. In Red Dead's funny.
An ancient knife with a decorated blade. How did you know?
You talking in your sleep? There's a shanty town to the east in pirate territory.
Okay, then that's where I'm headed.
Oh, but the town is big. How are you going to find a knife?
Simple. I'll start with the man in white.
But there's a part in this game where Voss talks about the fact that Jason has the Tatau, means he's much harder to kill. He says, it's unfortunate because you had that ink, the only way to kill you is to burn you completely. Implying that the Tatau actually makes him stronger. Well, I mean, a lot of people do drugs and alcohol, so it's a pretty common thing. And in Cyberpunk, it 100% makes sense. Having a bunch of people on fucked up designer drugs is kind of part and parcel for that genre, to be honest. Blade Runner, I mean, like, in Cyberpunk, it pretty much makes sense. It's not in every game. It's in a lot of games, but it's not in every game. Okay, unlocked a bunch of new skills. Oh, yeah! Press L, okay. I see. Line gun expert. Enhanced syringe. Line gunner. Soft landing. That might be useful. Breath control. Death from below. Death from below you don't really use a whole lot, honestly. Fire retardant, evasive driving. Get that, learn to get twice as many pelts. That's a good one to have. Move faster when crouched. Fuck yes. Really good to have. Knife throw takedown. Oh, is that true? Well, it's fucking Black Ops 7. So that doesn't surprise me. Okay. Hit that one. It's useful to have. Aim reload. Better accuracy. Gain an additional health slot. I don't even need to get that because I only have 4 health bars right now. Sweet, made a lot of progress. I've been saving up my points, so I had a bunch. Probably gonna get the platinum for this, honestly. I know some people were upset that they got rid of the multiplayer or the classic edition, but it didn't really bother me because I didn't really play multiplayer, and it actually made getting the fucking platinum trophy a lot easier. There's a lot of bullshit online trophies in the original Far Cry 3. And online trophies are the fucking worst. Never mind the fact. Yeah. Like, if you're gonna have online trophies, put them in a separate category. Any type of single-player focused game that has online trophies is testicular cancer. Separate that shit. I mean, it literally puts a fucking time limit on people being able to get the platinum trophy. I fucking hate it. And it makes people play multiplayer in a way that fucks with other people. It's a main thing. Anytime you play the fucking game, you can tell when somebody's trying to grind for a fucking trophy. So it fucks, oh, I'm trying to play and this other person's trying to do this, or, hey bro, do this so I can get the kills. Like, no, I don't want to fucking do that. Ah, fucking dog. Shit. Just kill me. I'll retry it. It's because of the dog, man. I hate it when games make me kill dogs. I really don't like it. You might get like a pass for me in a game where it's like a zombie dog, it's like it's already undead and you're a mercenary. But like when it's like a regular domesticated dog and you have to kill it in a game, it really bothers me. Like there's a shit ton of incredibly intense gore in The Last of Us 2. I would say The Last of Us 2 has some of the most in-depth gore you'll ever see. None of that bothered me. Having to brutally kill multiple guard dogs in that game always pisses me off. It's the only part of that game that I find difficult to watch. Oh, just kill me. Fuck. It's the dogs that keep getting me, dude. In almost every situation, you have to kill the dogs. I've tested this. The only way to not kill the dogs is to completely kill every single human enemy in the encounter without alerting the dog, and then the dog will run off. It's incredibly hard to pull off. And there are many situations where it's borderline impossible. Ah, fuck, kill me. And even if we're ignoring the gameplay dogs that you have to kill, or don't have to kill, you still fucking kill the dog. Abby's dog. And that is actually one of the only parts of the writing for The Last of Us 2 that I despise. See, the whole point... Alice is the dog's name, I believe? Yeah, Alice. It had been a while since I played it. But for the most part, the message of The Last of Us 2 is that there are no... everybody's a hero of their own story. There's always two sides to every story. But there's a couple of times where I feel they deliberately try to stack the deck against Ellie and make Abby more likable. And that's one of them, making Ellie kill the dog. It's also the same... Yeah, I understand that, but it kind of upsets the balance of the game. Because, it's supposed to be the whole message of the game is neither of them are supposed to be better than the other. But they never make Abby have to kill a dog. Even in the few towards the end of Abby's encounter, you actually do fight enemies on the island. The WLF, she doesn't have to kill dogs then. So the only person who ever has the encounters with the dog who has to kill them is Ellie. There's no way that was not some deliberate manipulation there.
You better show yourself.
Sweet. Sweet, more syringes. Yeah. And also, you know, Shinobi got to the sex scene with Owen, and I can't defend that at all. I understand. I understand. I understand. Them trying to show the dichotomy between them, that when Ellie and Dina have sex, that it's all nice and lovey, and they were trying to show it gets rough and, you know, kind of crass. For Abby, they didn't need to show that much. They showed way too much, and it honestly felt like they could have trimmed that scene down and showed the same thing without actually showing the individual pumps. Well, I disliked it. And it had absolutely nothing to do with her being manly. If they had done that with Ellie, I would have thought that was gross. It just felt gratuitous. And you know me, I'm not a goon. I don't like any kind of shit like that in games. I still thought it was too much. And like I said, it has nothing to do with Abby being masculine. I could give a fuck less. And more, I just feel like it was unnecessary. And I've been pretty consistent on that, too. Any type of game that has, like, really dirty, over-the-top sex scenes, I'm just like, ugh. When do you see me, like, ever like any of that for anyone, straight or gay? You know, even if it's a hot chick, I don't play games to goon. Yeah. Jesus Christ, game. That's kill me. Are you good, bro? Well, it's not just Americans, by the way. I would say it's pretty much everybody. Fucking Japan. Can't have fucking uncensored dicks and porn that you have to legally be an adult to see, even in an adult movie theater. Even in a fucking adult movie theater, they censor genitals in Japan. But they have fucking vending machines that sell used panties. Explain that to me. That anybody can use. Those vending machines are not fucking age-gated. You put in a quarter, or whatever they're yen, you get the used panties. So, a lot of places are really weird about their censorship. I agree. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, though. Them censoring the genitals is fucking insane. Okay? In the TV movies, gotcha. But you're telling me that somebody can go to a porn theater, which they still have porn theaters in Japan. They don't really have a whole lot of porn theaters in America anymore. They don't have a lot of porn theaters in America anymore, but in Japan they do, and they're censor it. So you're saying you have to be a fucking adult to go in, and you can't see dick and vagina. Or Australia, well actually, let's just say PAL regions, Australia, stuff like that. They're totally fine with tons of gore, but you cannot have any mentions of drugs in your games. That is the literal reason why all the drugs now in Fallout are fake drugs, because they used to be real drugs and they had to change them. So, yeah, we can show you killing somebody, but God forbid you talk about meth. Well, sex is a little bit different than violence. They're not the same things, honestly. And honestly, I think I would still be more... be more upset about my kid watching fucking porn and like 12. Well, to you. It just depends. Not to mention the fact that in Japan, for some fucking reason, they think it's okay to sexualize little girls. It's not, I mean, it's not even just the lolly. Okay, the lolly is already gross. But in Japan, one of the reasons why that is so fucking done is because they virtually have no consequences for fucking molestation in Japan. There is, like, there's a dude, a manga artist, I can't remember his fucking name, like, last year, who got caught with a shit ton of CP, and, actually meeting up with minors and borking them. Like 5 or 6 different victims came forward and he got like 5 years probation. What the fuck? Oh my god. Lolly, okay, Rhea, now you're being fucking disingenuous. Okay? It's a body type that's meant to look like little kids. They can say that, well, it doesn't technically have to be a little kid. It's meant to be childlike in its appearance. And it's gross. And if I knew somebody liked lolly, I definitely wouldn't leave him around my fucking kids. Tell you what. I'm sure you do. It's gross. They can say whatever they want to. Disgusting. And the fact that they will have characters in these games, or not games, animes, and say, well, she's actually 3,000 years old, is them recognizing that they know it's fucked up. Disgusting. Okay, so you're gonna tell me, you're gonna look at me with a straight face, Rhea, and you're gonna tell me that you don't think the lolly is at all meant to look childlike. That's a misunderstanding. Because I feel like it's pretty self-evident they're meant to look like fucking kids. It's like fucking furry shit. To me, furry shit is fucking gross. It comes from a place. Anthropomorphic animals. Okay. See, I cannot believe you're fucking defending Lolly right now. Man, that's crazy. There's a big difference between petite, which most Asian women are, and looking like a fucking kid. And, not for nothing, this is from a country where until, like, 8 years ago, the fucking age of consent was 12. There's definitely a correlation there. Yeah, now. And it doesn't even really matter, by the way, because they get slaps on the wrist if they do get caught fucking people under the age of consent. Like I just said, like last year, so like literally last year, there was a manga artist that got caught borking like 5 15-year-olds, and he got 5 years probation. What the fuck is that? So, I mean, honestly, if you can literally get caught molesting multiple children, and you get a slap on the wrist, then the age of consent really honestly means fucking shit. Come on, bro. Fuck me. Okay.
This Tim.
Hold on, let me do it right now. It was pretty big fucking news. Okay, so here's one example. In the guy's name is Nobuhiro Watsuki. He is behind Rurouni Kenshin, which apparently is a very popular manga. I don't know of it. He was caught with over 100 DVDs of actual CP, and he was only charged to a fine of 200,000 yen. Serve no jail time. So that right there is fucked up. Here's another one from 2020. Nobuhiro Watsuki. Here's another one. Tetsuya Matsumoto, creator of Act Age, was arrested for groping the breasts of a 14-year-old girl in Tokyo. And he got a suspended sentence for groping a 14-year-old against her will. Wasn't even consensual. He basically fondled a kid and got no jail time.
It's the one from my dream.
So that's just 3 examples right off of one 30-second Google search.
Doing too well.
I mean, I don't think there's an explanation, Rhea, that makes that okay. Honestly. At all. Like, I don't think there's an explanation you could make that would make it okay. Literally, if you fucking had a dude in America, if you had a dude in just about any other country who was found with 100 different pieces of CP, actual fucking CP, they would be going to jail for fucking 10 years minimum. Japan is like the only fucking place I can think of where you could get away with something like that with a fucking fine. Oh, come on. Well, I'm sure they gave some kind of reason, Rhea. I'm just saying it's a bullshit reason. Not that America is fucking totally guilty of that either. We give people fucking slaps on the wrist for the Epstein fucking shit. And then Diddy, what, did Diddy get 4 years? For running a global sex trafficking ring? Are you fucking kidding me? With kids? Dude. Okay, he was running a global sex trafficking ring with kids. He should literally, at the bare minimum, be in jail for the rest of his life. Okay? Ideally, he would be under the ground. But 4 fucking years for child sex ring is egregious. It is a failing of fucking justice. And he's fucking fighting the sentence. So, even though he got a slap on the wrist, is not enough for him. Yeah. And it totally goes back to what I was saying about Danny Masterson. They had no concrete proof that he diddled anyone. The most that they can prove about Danny Masterson is that he paid off a girl. And he said it was because he cheated on his girlfriend with her, and she said she was going to go to the press. He got 25 years. Diddy, on the other hand, caught child sex trafficking. Tons of proof, witnesses, video, audio, literally just brazenly, nothing. 4 years, holy shit. So, if it's somebody that they deem they don't like, they can get him, and I get it, Danny Masterson is a Scientologist, and I'm not about to defend Scientology. Scientology sucks. But I absolutely do not think it actually had to do with the severity of the crime. It was the U.S. government trying to make an example out of a prominent Scientologist. They even invited Leo Romani to the trial. And she had no business being there. She was a Scientologist, former Scientologist, yes, but she had no actual ties to Danny Masterson or the victims. If you don't have a personal connection to the victims or the perpetrator, why would you be a prominent part of a fucking trial? That right there, And I'm not gonna say, dude, yo, for sure. Dude, I mean, Trump has had multiple pictures of him taken with Epstein. He said in interviews from many years ago that he thought Epstein was a terrific good person. They were all fucking involved. And yeah, at the end of the day, I'm just gonna change the topic, because I try to keep my streams not super political and not into too like mature topics, and I didn't mean to, but I went into a tangent of talking about sex crimes and all that shit. My bad. I don't want to talk about that too much. That's not what my type of streams are really supposed to be about. But yeah, basically to close it out, I don't, and it makes sense, I don't think that lolly should be banned, okay? I do, and I know that sounds like just talking to decrying lolly, but the truth of the matter is that I believe in freedom of expression. And as much as I find lolly to be fucking repugnant, you can't start censoring people for drawing things you don't like. That's, you know, censorship. But I definitely don't like it. And if I knew that somebody was into that, I wouldn't have them around my fucking kids. Same with people who will draw furry art. Should that be banned? No. They're not actually, to my knowledge, hurting any actual animals. But if you knew that somebody jerked off to porn involving dogs, would you want to leave them alone with their dog? I'm gonna say probably no.
I can't wait until this is home again.
Oh, sweet. Shredder. No, I understand it. I understand it, okay? I understand that it's not entirely sexual for a lot of people. But I'm saying it is, okay, dude, a lot of furries are. A lot of furries are attracted to animals, are attracted to doing things to animals. There has been so many fucking leaks of furries getting found out to be diddling dogs and shit, man. And it's not like an isolated incident. Do I think that all furries want to fuck dogs? No, I don't. But has there been an extremely high amount, an abnormally high amount of furries who were later found out to be fucking with animals? 100% enough that it's no. I can think of so many scandals of people who were into anthropomorphic animals later caught fucking actual animals. It's like it's become a joke at this point, where so often it's like, oh hey, a furry got outed for fucking dogs. And honestly, it's not even just the dog fucking. Furries are into some really degenerate shit. Have you seen some of the shit that have happened at furry conventions? It's fucking appalling. No, there's bad people in every community, but it's a very high percentage. Okay? It's not like a little bit, it's a lot. Okay? And I'm not saying all furries are bad. I'm saying that there's an abnormally high percentage of people in that group that like to fuck animals. And it's concerning. If you knew, statistically, that somebody was 5 times more likely to try and kill you, would you not be more guarded around that person? Doesn't mean that you think all of them are bad, but it means you have to assess the danger and the risk. There's a lot of gamers that are fucked up too. Like, okay, so the point that I'm trying to make, I understand what you're saying, Rhea. I understand what you're saying, I really do. The point that I'm trying to make is, if you went into a region of the country that had the highest amount of rapes, I think right now it's Washington, would you not be inherently more suspicious and on guard for being raped? Does that mean that you think that everybody in Washington is a rapist? No. But when you know, wow, this place has the highest percentage of rapes in America per capita, you are going to be inherently more suspicious of that region. When a group has an abnormally high quotient of people that fuck dogs, I'm going to be more skeptical of that community. Doesn't mean I think that they're all fucking dogs, but it's a problem that needs addressing. Okay, so you're gonna tell me that 2 dudes dressing up as dogs and fucking each other and getting off on that there's not some inherent sexualization of the animal. So, I'm sorry. I'm gonna beg to differ, Rhea. Okay? If you're attracted to something that looks like a dog, I probably wouldn't trust you around a dog. There is some inherent sexualization. They're getting off on something that looks similar to a dog. Oh, come on. Let's go in. Okay, I don't assume anything out of anybody. I'm saying I have done quite a bit of research on this. There's a huge, alarming amount of furries that get off on fucking dogs. Much higher than any other community. It's a problem. And when you can make some assumptions about it being a problem and know statistically your dog is in more danger around one group than the other. If you went into a town that had an abnormally high murder rate, are you a bad person for being more on guard and more suspicious of everyone that you meet? I would say no, because you know, statistically speaking, that the odds of you getting murdered there are much higher. Okay? So when they have a much, much higher quotient of people fucking dogs, you would be more wary of leaving your dog alone with one group than the other. I'm sorry, that's just how it is. Does it mean that they all fuck dogs? No, it doesn't. But, you know, if there's like a large part of the community that's into sick shit, you should be inherently more wary.
What the fuck is that smell?
Yeah. And I'm weary of gamers.
Shit!
Oh my god. Okay. See, you know... No, I don't see what you mean, Rhea. Okay, if somebody likes a bunch of people that look like fucking children, you should be weary of being around them. Okay? If somebody is jerking off to fucking people that look like kids, you should be skeptical of leaving your kids alone with them, even if they've never diddled kids. And if there's a large community that diddles fucking dogs, a huge amount of very prominent people, they have entire rings of dog fuckers that have been exposed in the furry community. There's been multiple rings. Then you should be wary of that. And you're trying to obfuscate the issue. Okay. Do you see me hanging around a lot of pro gamers in this community? And for the record, by the way, actually, yeah, Rhea, you should. Okay? Coming into a little bit of my philosophy here, okay? Let me give you a little bit of Karen talk, TED talk, okay? You should always assume that people mean you harm until they have proven otherwise. You should be inherently skeptical, cynical, and suspicious of any strangers until they should prove otherwise. I'm inherently distrusting of every person I come across. You are a danger to me until you have proven otherwise. And honestly, you should always assume the worst. You should always fucking assume the worst. Until you are proven otherwise, you should assume the fucking worst. People are vicious. People are cruel. People are fucking heinous. Most of the time, if you give somebody the benefit of the doubt that you don't know, and you give them leeway with you, they will use it to fucking hang you. You should immediately assume the worst out of everyone until they have proven otherwise. I don't trust fucking anybody until I get to know them and they prove they're not a threat. That's not women. That's not men. That's not furries. That's not gamers. That's fucking everybody. Somebody should assume that I'm dangerous until I give them proof that I'm not. You don't know me. I could be fucking diddling kids in my basement until you get to know me. If I'm a fucking stranger, you wouldn't want me coming over to your house because I don't know this guy. I wouldn't want you coming over to my house because I don't know you. I am holding myself to that standard. Everyone is a threat. Everyone is dangerous. Until you ascertain otherwise, until they prove to you with actions that they're not. You should be skeptical of every person that you come across. Well, that's how I do it. I give people, I let people prove they're not a threat to me. My trust is earned. It's not given. And you stand to lose a lot more being underprepared than overprepared. Okay? Let's say that you overly vet people. What's the worst thing that happens? You vet somebody and you get proven that they were actually a good person. Cool. What's the worst thing that happens if you don't vet somebody and then they fucking kill you? So if you give me the choice between being too skeptical and not skeptical enough, I'm gonna choose being too fucking skeptical. So, like, if I told you that statistically speaking, you are 10 times more likely to be killed in one region than another, you're not going to sit there and be more cautious when you're in that region? If you were in a part of town where you're 10 times more likely to be robbed, would you not be keeping an extra careful eye on your wallet? Yeah, and you're telling me that you're not intensely more on guard. I mean, a lot of people don't want to hear this because I'm white, but I pretty much grew up in the hood. I've literally spent most of my entire life in neighborhoods predominantly black people, in some really run-down fucking places. In the place that I'm living in right now, maybe 5 families in the entire apartment building are white. Like 90% of the people that live here are black. Well, Rhea, I'm glad that you can be trusting. I cannot be. You have more faith in people than I do. So props to you for that. I'm saying that I've lived in places that are predominantly black that have tons of drug dealers and crime, okay? The last place that I lived, Rhea, before here, had 2 drug dealers get into a shootout in front of my apartment. The police came, and then there was a 3-way gunfire between the 2 criminals and them, okay? There's a ton of meth. There's a ton of drugs. I would consider that a hood. People firing guns was a regular occurrence. So, if, you know, I don't know what else you would consider the hood. Well, when you're talking about the hood, the color is kind of comes into play. You don't see people calling the place where white people hang out the hood, and that's not me trying to be racist either. I'm just saying, when most people say hood, they think black. I'm sure when you say hood, you think black. I've never heard somebody try to use the hood to describe a Latin community. And there's some fucked up Latin communities out there. But fuck, I'm gonna get canceled. Oh boy. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna stop talking about contentious topics. And you know what, actually, I'm gonna take a short break. I gotta eat something, I'm starving. I'll be live in a bit if you wanna join back.